everyone. Welcome to the spectacular Malagan Culture Preview. So today we're going to discuss more of the intricate meanings of the Malagan art sculptures. So they're originally located in New Ireland, among the most intricate sculptures in Oceania. The term Malagan refers collectively to a complex series of ceremonies and the visual art forms associated with them. Various Malagan rites mark nearly all important stages of an individual's life. Among the largest and most impressive Malagan carvings are displayed during the final memorial ceremony for the deceased.
Thank you, Nathaniel. That is correct. Throughout life, individuals seek to acquire rights similar to Western copyrights to specific Malagan images and the rituals associated with them. Men in particular compete to obtain rights to the greatest number of Malagan possessions, of which confer status and prestige. At a person's death, some Malagan, including the raised horizontal bird phrases seen here, are carved for the initial funerary ceremonies. However, the most numerous and spectacular carvings are created and displayed during the final ceremony to commemorate the deceased, which often occurs months or years after death. The carvings essentially constitute a visual resume of the deceased's lifetime's achievements in obtaining Malagan rights. The human and animal images in the carvings depict supernatural beings associated with specific clans. Each image represents a different manifestation of the single life-giving force that sustains the clan. Performance of the final Malagan rites frees the living from their obligations to the dead. Having served their purpose, the Malagan carvings are destroyed, allowed to rot, or sold to outsiders, says the metmuseum.org.
Yes, Krebs, indeed. Also, Malagan is a term used for the carved and painted sculptures associated with the ceremonies. The preparation for a Malagan ceremony begins after a funeral and can last anywhere from a month to several years. During this time, performances are organized, feasts are prepared, and carvers are hired to create complex sculptures that usually incorporate multiple figures with its design. Since these preparations require a great deal of wealth in the form of pigs and shell money, it is not uncommon for families to combine their resources and sponsor a ceremony for more than one individual.
Yes, very nice insight, Kendall. Adding to the purpose earlier, a Malagan ceremony is sent the souls of the deceased to the realm of the dead. At the climax of the ceremony, the commissioned Malagan sculptures are exhibited in temporary display houses. Each sculpture honors a specific individual and illustrates his or her relationships with their ancestors, clan totems, and or living family members. It is intended to be a representation of an individual's soul or life force, not a direct portrait. During the course of the ceremony, the Malagans are treated with the utmost care, since it is believed that the souls of the deceased actually enter the sculptures. Once the souls leave the Malagan and the world of the living, the sculptures are no longer needed and are usually burned or allowed to rot. Only the masks and musical instruments used during the Malagan ceremonies are preserved for further use.
Now we are shifting gears to Tatanua mask, a type of Malagan mask. The term Tatanua is used to both refer to the mask and the dance during which it is worn. During the dance, a line of masked male dancers move in unison to the voices of a male chorus. When the ceremony is completed correctly, the community is assured that ancestral spirits have approved and that men of the community will continue to be vigorous and successful. In the past, the Tatanua ceremony was an exclusive male ritual, complex in the preparation of which contact with women was considered taboo, including food cooked by women, and took place in the men's enclosure. During the ceremony, the carvings of the masks are painted, then displayed on the front of the ceremonial house. Some masks are painted, then displayed on the front of the ceremonial house. Some masks are used when lifting certain taboos. After the ceremony, however, the carvings are disposed of, broken up, burnt, discarded in the forest, or sold to outsiders.
Such passionate appreciation from my fellow colleagues. While the funeral and post-mourning ceremonies are the most well-known, there are numerous other initiation rites and rituals that are integral to the Malagan culture. Associated with those rites and rituals are specific Malagan images, and much like Western copyrights, individuals seek to acquire the rights to them as they advance through the most important stages of their life. When they eventually die, the images the individual has collected are depicted in the Malagan carvings so that they become a visual resume of the person's lifetime achievements.